Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180, 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and improve your life. Today is episode 129 of the Daily 180, and we're talking about the mental emotional facet, specifically as it deals with the idea of stewardship. That's the theme we've been following over the last several episodes. Remember that with all of our episodes, we're talking about the idea of success, and success being the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So how does that apply to something that is almost entirely internal? Well, I've got an idea that I'd like to share. Of course, that's why we're doing this, right? The idea is simply this. As you gather in information, you gather it in for two purposes. One is to use it for yourself, but the second is to pass it on. I think it was Newton, Sir Isaac Newton, who said, "If I have been able to see farther, it is because I have stood on the shoulders of giants." The idea being that he built upon the ideas that had been handed down from previous thinkers, previous mathematicians, previous philosophers, that gave him insights to ask new questions. The same thing can be said for us about the things that we're learning. Oftentimes when we're learning information, we hear ourselves or someone around us say, "When am I ever going to use this?" I hear this from my son all the time about his homework at high school, and from my daughter, and sometimes from my older children as well. "When am I ever going to use this?" Well, maybe never for yourself, but maybe something that you gain as an insight along the way is something that you can pass on to someone else. A great way to do that might be by starting a daily journal. It doesn't need to be anything big. It doesn't need to be anything elaborate. You can grab a notebook off the shelf at the local supermarket, grab a 10-cent Bic, and start writing down some thoughts that you've had during the course of the day. As you pass that information on to future generations, maybe just by passing on that notebook and giving it to your kids when you have a milestone or when you fill it up, you'll find that you've become a steward of information and of experiences rather than just an owner of them. Something to think about, and certainly an easy action to take. My name is Todd Wente. This has been the Daily 180. Thanks very much for your time. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.